Practice is what makes those games as successful as they can be. Teams excited, players are excited, coaches are excited.
Raiders ready!
They've been working hard to learn new terminology and schemes on offense and defense, and we can actually, put the ball down and line up and work on some of those things that we've been studying. I'm very excited about the staff that we've hired. First of all, great people. The type of coach that I like to work with, that I like to build our staff around, are people that are great teachers, that don't make being a coach about themselves, that they make it about the players. Very low ego, high energy, high output type of coaches. Our new defensive coordinator, Trevor Warner, super smart, passionate, competitive, someone that I'd like to lead our defense with that kind of edge and competitive spirit. And the teams he's coached have always been so well coached and so prepared. On the offensive side of the ball, Pat Rochford, our offensive line coach, run game coordinator, he and I have coached together for years. There's not a coach on planet Earth that I trust more than Coach Rochford. The O-line is many times the heartbeat of the football team, and so we'll have a great unit led by Coach Rochford there. And Joe Gerbino as our pass game coordinator, receivers coach. Joe is one of the brightest young coaches in the country, I believe. We have a history dating back. I coached him way back when I was a young coach and probably didn't know what I was doing. He was a receiver, and just watching him grow and progress throughout his career. I've always kind of had it in the back of my head, seeing his progression, that if I had the chance and it was the right fit, that he's a very dynamic coach, smart coach, great communicator, tireless recruiter, and he's gonna do great things here on our staff. We got a lot of great guys. Dalton McCran, we retained Dalton, coaching the tight ends, is now our recruiting coordinator as well. Positive energy, high work ethic, very reliable. Coach Omar King with the running backs, great person, been doing it a long time. Has really developed. When you watch some of the Stony Brook running backs that he coached over the years, the way he developed those guys, just very excited about them. On the defensive side of the ball, Tom Biscardi has previous coaching relationship with Coach Warner, our defensive coordinator, so there's a lot of familiarity there. Tom is developer of linebackers, great teacher, works extremely hard in recruiting, very diligent, has built a great reputation for himself. Tajamir Torres, coaching our cornerbacks. Coach Torres and he's coached on my staff at Cortland for the last 2 years. Taj played at Boston College, played corner, so he has positional knowledge. He's done it at the highest level. I think our players will really resonate with that. He has some of the best instincts of a young coach that I've ever seen. He just knows how to get the job done, and will do a great job. And then, two guys who were cornerstones of the previous staff, who I was excited to retain. Josh Eisen, one of the best specs coordinators in the country, I think. Very creative, can teach fast as a specs coordinator. You got to be very dynamic on the field. Josh is like that with the specs, and also coaching the inside linebackers. And he played it at a high level as a player, and now he is a great developer of linebacker talent. Last but not least, Coach Nate Trawick on the defensive line. I was very impressed when I interviewed with Nate, talking about last year's defensive line, some of his beliefs. Was a Division I D lineman. I think our guys resonate. That resonates with our players. Players spoke very highly of Coach Trawick. Our new director of football operations, Lynn Menser, a great DFO, makes the coach's job a lot easier. Lynn has a ton of experience in football ops, and she'll be the glue that holds our staff together from the logistics side of things. And I think we have a staff of great people, guys who can teach the game, who care about the players, who are creative and innovative. And I think we'll all work well and gel together.